Welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Usually when I come to West Virginia, I usually pick a day where the weather is very favorable to do some work. Today is not one of those days. We have had rain for the last, I don't even know, 5 or 6 days. There's flooding, and then last night, overnight, we got a little bit of snow down here. But the ride down, it wasn't too bad till I got just coming out of Albright, West Virginia. And you kind of come up the mountain. It's 4 miles uphill, and the roads are a little sketchy. I took it easy, and I made it all the way to the top. But right at the top of the mountain, I was kind of pawing a little bit here in the truck. But I managed to get up there, and I just got to the property here. And the reason I came down is this weekend it's going to be like 70 degrees, and the cabin is going to be coming very soon. This is the pad right here that concrete with the hosses poured, and I mentioned before I need to put a drain in on the other side. We're not going to do that today, but as you can see, after 5 or 6 days of rain, how much water's coming down through here? A lot. It's not going to affect the cabin, but that is something that I definitely have to get taken care of. And I'm not quite sure how yet. It's very flat down here. You know, it's rolling off this direction towards the truck, but to put a drain in, I would have to outlet way down there. I may do something eventually. You know, I don't want to take out any more trees. Come down this way with it and put a pipe in the ground through here and daylight it out there in the woods. May do something like that, but we're not going to worry about that today. The plan here today is I need to grade this up. There's a bunch of stone right here, and build this up in here so they can back that cabin up on the pad. Definitely not the right day to do this, but I'm here and it's got to get done. Looking at it from right here, at least temporarily, I think what I'll do once I get unloaded, I'll get the tractor and kind of cut a little ditch right in here and get that water off the driveway at least. But from here, it's going to pop back out somewhere down there. I'm just not sure where yet. Oh boy, what a day. I ordered a load of stone because this needs built up in here, up to the pad. The quarry called me first thing this morning, said the roads are pretty bad. They're going to be here at 8. It's about 8:15 right now, but they're going to hold off for a few hours, may even wait till like lunchtime. But I'm going to get unloaded here, slow and steady, and try to make this work. I just ran this the other day, had the air conditioner on. We definitely don't want that today. Let this warm up for a bit. I'll get it unloaded. right, got the tractor unloaded. That was half the battle right there. The deck was getting pretty slick there. I'm going to park this out of the way. By then the windshield should be thawed out. And like I said, first thing we're going to do is try to get rid of this water right here. Try to get it off the road. All right, I am getting the water over this direction right here, and it's doing what I want over there, but it's coming back over to the driveway right here. There's a down tree right there. I think with just a little bit of shovel work, I can get it to go that way. All right, I got it slowed way down, but I'm still getting some water coming over here. Most of it, though, is going that direction. I need to do a little bit more work over there. But looking at this now, I may not even have to put pipe in the ground. Because if you put pipe in the ground, everything's going to be lower. And it's too flat for that. In other words, you don't want to start a foot deeper up here if you're trying to get rid of the water down there. It's so flat. So once we get that load of crusher running here, we'll build this up some more. And basically what we're going to have is a swale all the way around here. And then at some point, even with like a little excavator, a small one, I could shape a little swale going out in between these trees. Once I get about 50 feet behind my truck. It rolls off pretty good from there. But it's kind of good that I came down today because 5-6 days of rain and some snow. This is pretty much as bad as it probably gets. So at least I can see what I'm dealing with. I don't want to take any more of this rock out of here because this all needs build up. But this right here, this is going to eat up a triaxle load of stone pretty quick. Real quick. I may even be calling for a second one. We'll have to see. That would be nice. I don't know. You could build this all up a little bit more. But it looks like the sun, it's trying. All right, I got a real mess on my hands, but I think I'm starting to get it. I'll show you what I did here in a second. We're gonna fire this roller up, let it warm up for a little while, but it's getting better. So when I got here, I had water running right down this road. I still have a little bit here and there. I need just a little bit of rock on the road right here. I need to build this up some. And I'm glad I have that roller. We'll put some stone in here, just 4 or 5 buckets with the LX, grade that up, roll that up. This will be a no, boy, look at the snow coming off these trees. Wow. But up here, this is where I unloaded. I had a whole bunch of water running down here. I got that just about taken care of. I'm about to get dumped on here. About to get sitting in this nice heated cab here in a minute. So you saw me clean that out over there. I got that water going that way, and then I did some shovel work going that direction right there. The water's still making its way over to the circle drive, but it's not getting on the main drive. So I think what I'm going to do is leave that alone for now. There's not a whole lot more I can do, but I do see a plan here. Like I'm saying, a little swale down through here, and I won't even have to put any pipe in, because this is all going to be built up. Get the water to go that way. Actually, I'll start up here. I'll put some of that crusher run on here, roll it, and then put some more on it, roll it again, and build this up in here. Make a nice approach. Sometimes I just kind of think out loud on a video. Oh, yeah. been working this LX here. It's coming along. The reason I'm putting so much effort into this is because it's a pretty big cabin. It's 14 by 28, and they'll bring it in behind like a Dodge dually. They'll back in here and have to get it up on that pad. I am going to need a few more inches of stone in here, roll it some more, dress it up, but I'm getting close. I've got one more load of stone coming. I didn't want to have to get one, and I'm not going to need all of it, but what I'll do, I'll make a stockpile down there beside the tractor out of the way, and then once the cabin's in place and it dries up a little bit, you know, I need to build up around it, around these sides here. This is definitely the worst possible day I could have picked to come down here. Take a look at the wood stamp here. Shaping up. I'm not sure what time that next load of stone's coming. I'm going to give them a call right now. I may run into town and get a sandwich or something and then come on back. But just looking at it now, I just need a couple more inches over here. Need to build that up in there, roll it all real good, and I think we'll be in pretty good shape. But this water, it just keeps coming. Luckily, it's going around me now, but we'll figure that out. Could even do two things. I keep thinking about this. Almost have two swales, like up the hill somewhere, line up between those trees, and try to catch a lot of it before it even gets down to this point. That may be the thing to do. All right, so it is 12:40 right now. I just called the quarry. They're gonna load up at about 1:30, so they probably won't be here till about 2:15. So I think I may head to town and get a sandwich, just kind of waiting around now. And hopefully this snow lets up a little bit. It's not really sticking to the ground now. It's well, it's 31 degrees, but it's a real wet and heavy snow. Kind of comes and goes, but I'm telling you, things are going to get better. This weekend, it's going to be 70 degrees down here. All right, I just got back from town. The stone should be here in about a half hour or so. I think while I'm waiting, I'll fire up this pole saw. We will see how a battery-powered tool does after it's sat in the rain and snow. Thing's just a little bit long for my truck. There's no way to get it inside. It should be all right. I got back from lunch about an hour ago, used the pole saw some, and managed to get a little napperoonie in, but the next load of stone has just arrived. was hoping the second load of stone would be better than the first one, but it's actually worse. Their crusher run currently is like all dust. There's hardly any coarse material in there at all. Not a fan of this stone at all. I don't like it. Well, I basically spent $1,100 for 50 tons of gray mud. Yeah, this stuff's horrible. It's all pasty. When you have stone that sticks to your boots, you know it's not any good. But it is what it is. That's all I've got today. I left it a little bit low. Once we do some work around here, get the cabin in here, I'll put some clean rock on top of it. Otherwise, you'll be dragging this gray slime everywhere you go, which is the exact opposite. You know, that's why you put rock down, so you stay out of the mud. Yeah, not good stuff at all. I mean, it's tightening up, but this just isn't good.